The Denver Nuggets are a machine. They have yet to lose at home, a perfect 6-0. And 5 of those 6 wins have been by double digits. Denver is currently a league leader in point differential, which measures how many points a team has scored in relation to how many points they've given up. Basically, average margin of victory. Unsurprisingly, the engine behind the best start to a season in Nuggets history is Nikola Jokić, who is playing maybe the best basketball of his career. It's certainly the most efficient basketball he's ever played.
What's up, Nuggets fans? My name is Matt Brooks, writer for Nuggets.com, and welcome to Season 3 of Nuggets Knowledge, where we break down key players, trends, and games for your Denver Nuggets.
Today, we'll be diving into Nikola Jokic's monstrous start to the season and how Denver's new-look offense is leading to absurd efficiency from the 3-time MVP. I think a great place to start this video is Nikola's post-ups, as his average post-ups are down from last season to this season. In fact, his touches are down holistically after leading the NBA in this statistic a season ago. Altogether, that's led to a usage rate for Nikola that's even lower than Denver's championship season in 2023, and there's a reason for this, by the way.
If we can get through games without having to post him up 25 times, I think that's beneficial for us and his body. Trying to play that team game as much as we can. He's one of the best post-up players I've ever seen, but I have to worry about the wear and tear of his body too, and that's a responsibility I have.
So yes, as Coach Adelman said, the Nuggets are looking to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, preserving Nikola's body while playing the team game. But that doesn't mean he never posts up. He's one of the best post players ever, and that's one heck of an option to go to at the end of the shot clock if a possession is well defended, or if Nikola ends up with a smaller player switched onto him. If there's a favorable matchup for him on the floor, like the much smaller center Naz Reid, then Jokić will obviously go to work. Being intentional about posting Nikola up has led to some absurd post-up efficiency numbers from the 3-time MVP. Look at the fake he hits Tony Bradley with here on this post-up. Or this play, shaking the defender with this nasty drop step move to easily score up close. Posting Jokić up is still a way for him to get into his playmaking bag, and even with a reduced post-up workload, he's still leading the entire NBA in assists from the post. Christian Brown makes a nice cut here, pulling the defender away from Tim Hardaway Jr., which opens up the pass for the 3-pointer. So if Jokić isn't posting up as much, where are those touches going? The answer is largely at the elbows, where Jokić is leading the NBA in elbow touches per game. The Nuggets have run a lot of their offense out of horns, which is an offensive formation that features 1 player, here Aaron Gordon, handling the ball, 2 players standing at the elbows, Jokić and Jamal Murray, and 2 players stationed in the corners spacing the floor, Christian Brown and Cam Johnson. Denver has also run a lot of split action, or post splits, which is a play where 1 player, Jokić, makes decisions from the high post, and 2 perimeter players, Jamal Murray and Christian Brown, come together and then split apart in opposite directions. Look at the pass Nikola finds Christian with out of the split action, perfectly placed. Or this one to Tim Hardaway Jr. He's just so accurate with these bounce passes. Having Jokić essentially play point guard, which is just insane that he's able to do, by the way, is another way to mix up his utilization. He and Aaron Gordon have been incredible on these inverted pick and rolls, a play that flips traditional pick and roll duties, with the smaller player screening for the center who handles the ball instead of vice versa. As you can see, inverted pick and rolls put defenders in very unfamiliar positions. Quentin Post, a 7-foot center, is not used to switching a ball screen as the perimeter defender. And it's not just AG feasting off inverted pick and rolls with Jokić. Here it's Christian Brown setting the screen, and when Portland switches Brown's defender onto Jokić, that doesn't go that well for them. Having Jokić work in delay or 5-out spacing with all 5 players operating above the 3-point line is a great way to showcase Nikola's passing gifts. Notice how Denver runs screening actions on both sides of the floor to keep every defender occupied with something. Handoffs are another way to let Jokić rest a little, while still leaning into his passing and screening skills. Because Nikola is a really good screen setter. This handoff screen thoroughly knocks Herb Jones out of the way, and Cam Johnson finishes the play with a nice low gather move to draw a shooting foul. Handoffs can also get Jokić some easy looks to score. Cam makes a nice bounce pass here in the pocket for the layup. 2 minutes later, it's Hardaway Jr. finding Jokić with a nice pass after the initial handoff. The Nuggets have ran these Jokić handoff plays with almost all of their perimeter players. Here it's Hardaway Jr. scoring on a pretty floater. And here it's Johnson scoring out of the handoff through 3 defenders. Christian Brown throws down a nasty poster dunk out of this handoff. And then this play is Murray scoring out of a variation of the handoff called Zoom, or Chicago action, which combines a pin down screen set by Peyton Watson with a handoff from Jokic. Speaking of those two, Murray and Jokic, their two-man game remains one of the toughest plays to guard in the league. Just look at how seamlessly those two work together in the half court. It's like watching a choreographed dance, with Murray bobbing and weaving until he finds the perfect Jokic screen. But Coach Adelman has been smart about disguising that two-man game. This play looks like it's being run for Cam Johnson, but it quickly flows into a handoff between Jokic and Murray. Nice pass by Jamal, by the way, right into Nikola's pocket for the floater. The Nuggets have also added a second screener into pick and rolls between Jokic and Murray. Here it's Tim Hardaway Jr. That's just more bodies in the way for the defense to navigate, and look at the ball movement from your Denver Nuggets. Diversifying Nikola's looks in the half court certainly helps him get into that playmaking bag a little bit, but we've got to give him some credit. He is throwing some absurd passes night to night. Just look at this play. His eyes are on Bruce Brown in the corner the entire time, yet he slings this no-look pass to Peyton Watson in the opposite corner with perfect placement. Like, come on. And let me make this clear. He is doing this unearthly stuff every single night. Like, how does he even notice that Christian Braun was open? He doesn't even look at him. Or how about this behind the back pass, which is once again placed perfectly. Cam doesn't have to slow down to gather it, and it's just out of Dante DiVincenzo's reach when he goes for the steal. And let me reiterate, this is a behind the back pass. What are we watching? And here he is a couple of nights later throwing a sick alley-oop pass to Aaron Gordon for the dunk. He was on another level in that Heat game, by the way. Check out this no-look behind the head pass to CB, or this ridiculous wraparound pass out of the pick and roll as a 6'11" point guard. This might be the craziest of the bunch. A one-handed behind the back pocket pass to a rolling Christian Braun. Man. Nikola currently leads the entire NBA in assists per game as a center, and second place on this list is not even close. If this number holds, it'll be a career high for Jokic in assists. What makes that number even more impressive is how few turnovers he's averaging. If he can keep this up for a full season, he'd be just the 15th player in NBA history to average 11 or more assists with just 3.5 or fewer turnovers per game. What's the key to his incredible start as a passer? Quick decision making. Of any player in the top 15 of touches per game, Jokic's average time of possession is the lowest. He makes the right play and he doesn't hold on to it. That's led to tons of easy 2-point buckets for his teammates, as Jokic is currently the league leader in 2-point assists. He's got a pretty sizable lead in this category as well. Teammates are just getting easy buckets galore next to Joker in a Nuggets offense that's top 5 in the NBA.
He was made to play against different defenses. He has a feel for space that's I've never seen before. His comfort level with how he sees the floor is second to none. Just don't get tired of it. Enjoy it while it's here. As a fan, as a anybody that watches basketball in general, this is something that you're never going to see again.
Passing isn't the only area of his game where Jokic is having a career best start. He also might be better than ever as a scorer, at least in terms of efficiency. He's making a truly absurd number of his shots from the field, and it's leading to the best true shooting of his career, which measures field goals, three-pointers, and free throws on a weighted scale. He's coming off a 55-point performance on 78% shooting, becoming just the 4th player in NBA history to put up these numbers in a game, along with it being the 3rd best scoring performance of his 11-year career. Altogether, in that back-to-back, he became the 1st player in NBA history to put up 90 or more points on 80% shooting in a 2-day span. It gets even crazier when you look at his efficiency from each individual part of the floor. Nikola has basically just not missed a shot at the rim, and he currently leads the league in shooting percentage within 4 feet of the basket. His incredible poise really helps him there, as he's able to squeeze in this layup past multiple defenders. His ridiculous hand-eye coordination also really helps him. He catches everything. Check out how he uses his inside hand to get past the defender on this same foot, same hand layup. And this drive past 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, is just tough. Jokic has also been automatic from the short mid-range, which is where players typically take floaters and hook shots from. His shooting touch inside the painted area is truly special, very possibly the best ever in the history of the sport. He flips this little shot over the outstretched arms of the helping Robert Williams. Or here, watch him spin and pirouette his way into this gorgeous right-handed touch shot. Shooting from farther out in the mid-range has not affected his accuracy, as here, the Nuggets have Jokic set a pin-down screen for Cam Johnson, only to then come off a cross screen from Christian Braun to set up the mid-range opportunity. Mid-range shots from the middle of the floor are a great counter to zone defenses. And here he hits a Dirk Nowitzki-like one-legged fadeaway over Gobert. Altogether, his at-rim scoring, his touch on floaters, and the excellent mid-range shooting is leading to the best two-point season of his career, making more than 3/4 of his two-pointers. Also, keep an eye on his three-point shooting. After a slow start, that percentage is starting to creep up toward that career-high 42% mark he shot last season.
He's the most efficient basketball player I've ever seen. And I know there's guys way back in the past I didn't get to see play. But for me, in this modern generation of basketball, please show me who else is out there that it plays like this at this efficient level offensively. It's a joy to watch. I'll keep saying it. Just enjoy this, while you get to have it.
One last thing, because the Nuggets are reducing Nikola's workload on offense, he's had more energy to do some of the other things on the court, like hitting the glass relentlessly, as he's currently the NBA's best rebounder. And he's not afraid to rebound in a crowd, as made evident by his impressive contested rebounding numbers. The same can be said about his defense, which has also been really impactful. He once again ranks in the top 10 in steals per game, and his activity on defense, always flashing those quick hands, is one of the big reasons the Nuggets currently have a top-notch defense. The Denver Nuggets have started the 2025-26 season like gangbusters, rolling a majority of their opponents by double digits. Central to all of that winning is Nikola Jokić, the three-time MVP who's playing the most efficient basketball of his career. The relationship between Denver's success and Jokic's efficiency is symbiotic. He has the energy and opportunity to make the best possible play, and the team is thriving as a whole because of it. Improved spacing from a deeper roster has only accentuated his passing gifts, and he has more room to operate when getting to his favorite spots on the floor as a scorer. Basketball is a team game, and Denver's success is being displayed in Jokic's individual career best efficiency statistics. Coach Adelman said it best, cherish this guy while he's here. You'll never see another Nikola Jokić.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Nuggets Knowledge. Be sure to subscribe to Nuggets YouTube, and I will see you guys for the next one.